It is 4th of July. It's 10 a.m. I've been out here for an hour doing some watering, drinking my coffee. Haven't got much done. I am a little tired. Couldn't fall asleep until almost 2 a.m. Climbed in the bed last night after I made that video. Had to get up because my feet were wet because I guess little girl who was fine before she had her surgery, got fixed over a year ago. She has a tendency to pee on stuff when she's been sleeping or when she jumps and they don't know why, or anxiety. Like, we gave up trying to figure out. And I wasn't going to put her down because she pees, okay? I'm just going to do laundry and cost way more doing laundry all the time. We did throw the couch away. We have no living room furniture because of this reason. Most people probably would have got rid of her, but I'm the one who took her to get fixed, so in my opinion, it's my fault. So we have no living room furniture, and we have covers on our bed, special covers. She's never, ever this whole entire time, ever peed in the room I sleep in. Never. I mean, she has a litter box in there. She don't like litter for peeing, so I have special litter boxes that have nothing in it for her to pee. She's always peed in there. She's never peed in the bed, so I was in shock. But there was a lot of deliveries yesterday and a lot of noise, and people were doing fireworks, and I think she got scared. So I was up washing them because I don't have spare for my bed. Dino has spare for the room he sleeps in, and he is coughing so bad. I was gonna go sleep in there, and I was like, no. And he didn't go to bed until 6 a.m. I ended up finding some spares to use and going to bed around 1:30. Takes forever. These are thick blankets. It takes over an hour to wash them and normally 2 hours to dry them. One was washing and drying while I was sleeping, and then one's in there right now. So I didn't get much sleep. I don't even get angry about it. It's not her fault. In the beginning, I was really upset about it. Dina was really angry all the time about it. And then once we realized it's between, after getting her surgery done, it caused her severe anxiety. And I'm not going to keep her drugged up on gabapentin because that's what they give them. We're just not going to do that, and it doesn't work anyways. I swear it makes her pee more places. And it's not just anxiety, because like I said, it's when she jumps and stuff like that, she has to pee immediately. But anyways, so I didn't get much sleep, but I came out here at 9. I woke up at 9 because I could not wake up sooner. And I haven't got much done because it's super hot today, and I promised this evening to take my daughter to 4th of July celebration. We can't go to Fort Bragg because Fort Bragg changed the name to Fort Liberty, and Fort Liberty, for the first time in history of time, did the celebration like 3 or 4 days ago without telling most of the world. Like, so many people are angry. They have never done that. I guess it's the name change, right? They're stupid. They're going to have parties to celebrate the 4th of July and not on 4th of July anymore. Yeah, I'm salty about that. Yep. So, we're either going into town up in Fayetteville, which will give us a very long walk, so we'll see how she feels today. She wasn't feeling great yesterday. Sanford has a lot of shootings. There's a lot of stupid people, gang type related stupid people when it comes to celebration, so I'm not sure we're going to that one yet. And then there's the farm one, but last year it was hard. When we went to the farm one, there were so many people. We got lucky and we found parking, but it was insane. At least the one in Fayetteville we could go to earlier, listen to the orchestras playing, and the 82nd Airborne choir singing. I really wished they had the real concerts like Fort Liberty did. They had white t-shirt and all different people playing, but they didn't advertise it. So irritating. So I'm taking her to that today, so I'm going to be gone for hours tonight, which means probably no sleep tonight. We're heated, watering the garden, since I'm taking her. So an hour, whatever got watered in that hour will be fine. I extra watered yesterday, so look, if it rains where you are, or it's not a heat stroke like here. You don't have to water raised gardens every day as long as you deep root them. But it is so hot this year, I'm having no choice. The ground is completely dry by the end of the day. Technically I should be watering them all twice a day, but that's not happening. My water bill already went up. It doubled, which isn't bad. It's $31 for 30 days, so that's $1 a day watering your plants, which is cheaper than going and buying a pack of gum. Because everyone I told was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it went up that much. I'm like, okay, let's break it down. Break it down here. It's $1 a day not to have poisonous things. They don't have chemicals, okay? I get why people chemical their plants to try to keep them alive, right? To keep the bugs off of them, to keep rot. I do use bottom rot. It's just calcium spray. I get why people do it because it's hard. It's hard not to but for me, I'm so allergic. It's easy for me not to. I don't like watching my plants get sick or eaten. However, I'm not using chemicals. That's the whole point of growing my own garden, right? So we are a chemical-free garden. The eggshell, the crack an egg, drop the eggshell and the egg in, worked amazing with my tomatoes. I'm going to be adding Epsom salt next year. This is just my fun kitchen garden. I mean, I just threw stuff in there, right? It's not very deep. I'm going to be growing the herbs on this side next year. I actually might start some now. So this week we still have time. We still have time to get pumpkins in the ground, to get summer squashes in the ground, to get bush beans, pole beans. There's a whole list. And yes, you can get more tomatoes, cucumbers, and peppers in the ground if you live in zone 8A. Now I live in zone 8AB. I am dab in the middle, which is weird. Which is really weird because I'm not technically in the middle of it. But it's where, when you type in my address, that's what comes up. It's a very small zone that temperatures don't match what's around it. It doesn't get the freeze that the street 2 over gets. Like, it's really weird. So the cucamelons are doing good as a plant. They haven't sprouted anything or bloomed anything, so we will see. That's this one right here. Got carrots. You can get carrots in the ground right now, radishes in the ground right now. The beans haven't done anything, which is really weird to me. They're just bushes. I don't know, maybe something's coming over here eating the little things at night. Definitely doing the whole carrot radish thing in buckets next year. This bed of peppers have never done well. I don't know why. Maybe because they're not normal peppers. They're red, orange, yellows. They just end up with bottom rot before they turn the colors. I was having issues with this one, so I let the ground cherries grow up. They're wild ground cherries that we have. It's in the soil we buy. We get them every year. They supposedly taste really good. I don't eat them, but I decided they're keeping the no-foots bugs off my plants, and my mom can eat them if she wants them. So, also, y'all, so usually people don't listen too much to me with health things, even though I have severe ADHD and my hyper focus is on health. Okay, it has been for all my life. Like, I could have went into the medical field if I didn't have a learning disability. I have dyslexia, so that makes it really hard. I can read everything just fine. It's the spelling and trying displaying things. Sometimes I pronounce words wrong, things like that. So, my dad swole really, really bad. I mean, his feet and legs were so swollen, we were waiting for them to crack open and let the fluid come running in, okay? And he has the special medical device that goes on your legs, and you lay in bed, and it shakes it back up, right? And he uses that every night. So swollen. And tons of pain, right? He's also gotten sick on top of it. But he was eating plates and plates of tomatoes, right? And he's assuming it's the little bit of salt he was putting on there that is doing it. I told him, because he eats tons of salty food, y'all. He eats fast food, he eats sandwich meat, he eats tons of hot dogs, he eats horrible salty food. I'm like, no, nope, it's a nightshade. You have gout, you have arthritis, you have issues. I bet $1 million it's the tomatoes swelling you and also causing your pain. I'm like, this is not me making this up. Okay, this is like a legit thing. And so he hasn't eaten tomatoes in a few days because he lost his taste buds. Like, his taste and smell is gone right now because he's so stopped up sick. We need to get a thing. So what do you think happened? If you guessed his swelling is 99.9% gone, you would be right. You would be right. And he said, hey, I think you're onto something here. I'm like, yeah, it's a proven fact. Like, it is legit. It isn't me making it up. It is really legit, especially if you have arthritis. Peppers and tomatoes are really bad for you. Sometimes people can get away with potatoes. I think eggplants is in that family. Hold on, I'm gonna tie this up before I forget. Okay, she is tied up there. That one needs to be tied, but I need a ladder. This one, I'm just letting it do its thing. She's holding on for dear life all by herself. If you want to see exactly what I'm talking about, that is what I'm talking about. She's kind of reaching over there. I'm fine with that. It has been way too hot to even fill the rest of my boxes that are out here. I know for sure that one's staying there. I've started filling it, of course, weeks ago. Definitely going to buy a few more cattle rod fence things right here. And I'm just going to take this green fence is a deer fence. I'm just going to put it back there for next year. Unless we get the privacy fence going. Because I want to keep the deer out of this section. Okay, and I'm about to plant some more squash. Come to find out, I could have planted way more squash up in here, especially since y'all taught me how to stake them. All right. Look how pretty she is. She was the first one I tried it on because I was iffy about it. And she's the best one out of all of them. You can tell. You can tell the difference. She was my second one, but she had grown into 2. So she's still doing good. She's just not tied up like she should be. Most of them grew into 2. But yeah, so I'm going to come in, put some more squash in, I think, or zucchini. I got to see which one my mom prefer. Haley wants me to overgrow some zucchini. Alright, so this did not get fertilized. So, that's what that looks like when it doesn't get fertilized. Disgusting. But yeah, we're going to fix that. I'm going to move this one probably over a little bit, but I'm not really sure. Here's my debate, which I think I am going to do. I'm thinking about, after cucumbers are gone, moving this into the middle like that one. So I could get to both sides like I do this one. I think it would give it more room. Here's my other debate. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do 2 big flat boxes over here. Or 2 more of these. But probably the flat boxes because I've already started designing y'all and already started planning about tomatoes. I think I'm doing 20 just in case I lose some. I did 53 this year and that's way too many. This one is going to be made like those. I don't have an arbor for it unless they still have some. But this one's going to have the whole thing in the middle. This one and 1 or 2 more that way. And that is because even if I were to put tomatoes in it, it would keep it separate. I could tie it to the fence. Like, I just find with the fence thing is so much easier. Yes, I have 1 million states because I got them on sale at Lidl's. But I want some more versatility. These I'll probably just leave open. They're going to need a lot more dirt at the end of the year. I'm going to be filling these. I'm going to be redoing this completely, pulling everything out, and maybe turn it into a garden bed or just a fairy bed, and not putting plants in there. I haven't decided. It's just more of a weed trap, and I hate it. This is going to be fixed up way better, too. I'm going to figure out how to do this one better. Might even make the circle a little smaller, like come in a little more. I don't know yet. I'm going to be planting mums in this because mums live through anything, and I don't like It was beautiful last year with marigolds, but marigolds this year is just dying and I can't keep it watering enough. It's just not possible. Since I will be moving all my rose bushes that's in here because they're not really doing well. I have 5 that's died from this heat. And we are going to turn this into a box, put like 2 layers. The back won't need the box, fill it with tons of dirt. And this will probably be the watermelon, the pumpkin area, like anything that needs to grow really big, right? And I will be able to use a sprinkler on it. This line right here can be tied to a sprinkler, and I will just be able to let it go and just turn it on and not worry about it. Wow, a lot of my stuff fell. A lot of my lights are all falling down. But y'all, you would have thought the greens were dead last night. Okay, they were 100% flat on the ground. Flat. And then bam. My dad has no taste buds right now because I was ready to pick them and cook them. But he can't taste them, so we're waiting. Hopefully nothing eats them before then. And they seem to be making my green beans happy too. That's one reason I've been leaving them. They're growing together happily. But it might have been boring, y'all. I'm going to get inside and see if I have good enough internet to upload the other 2 videos I've already put together. But my internet's been so bad that I haven't been able to upload. Okay, I totally got this new tripod thing for my stove and it sucks. So Dino's not feeling well. I've gone out to the garden and he wants some tomatoes and cucumbers. So we're going to cut him up some. First, let me wash them. Okay, he's not a fan of the skin, so we're going to take this off. Hopefully this is not better. I should have done the taste test beforehand because then I could have fixed it, but I forgot. But he tends to like them bitter in my opinion because he likes them when they're overgrown, when they are the wrong color. Now, like white almost because they were out there too long. Alright. My mess as always. Let me clear this out of the way. Do you want your cucumbers circled or long? Okay. Still waiting for my daughter to wake up and tell me how she feels, so we'll know if we're going anywhere or not. So he doesn't care, so I'm going to just cut it the way my daughter usually likes it, just circles. This is kind of loud. Let me do it slower so it's not so loud. So this is the burpless one. It's supposed to not give you gas. It was on there just a little too long, but that's how he likes it. It just came out of the garden, so it's also very hot. Okay, hopefully these tomatoes are like he likes it. He's very picky. You're not getting cucumbers. You just play with them and spit them out. You don't eat them. This is what he wants for his breakfast. Okay, you don't eat them. Oh, that one's a little girl. Ooh, this one looks so much better. And that's probably enough. You'll probably say I'm overfeeding him. Hold on one second. Honey, do you want any salt, pepper, dill, anything on it? Okay. I don't know how he eats it without salt, but he doesn't put anything on his. I always ask, but it's always no. But I can't eat them plain. So this is Dino's breakfast. Hopefully he likes the taste of it. I can't win. The cucumbers weren't out there long enough, and the tomatoes are rotten in his opinion because they were too red. Too red. They are not smushy. They are not too red. Okay, there's no smush. That's perfect. That's a perfect tomato. But to him, they are rotten, but he says he'll eat it anyways, even though I told him I would get him the other farm, the one that I did not grow. Everyone else is loving my tomatoes and the things I grow, but it's like he's got this don't have confidence in the food I grow, so it always tastes bad, everything. But I've been giving it to other people, and they're requesting more because it's so yummy. So, I don't know. He just, I guess, likes the really big, giant tomatoes, and I don't know. I think it's also because it was hot, because he wouldn't let me put it in the fridge. But he did like my burgers on the griddle, and that's why I'm getting a griddle too, because maybe he'll like the food on there.